Hey, what's up? It's your girl Jyoti, and you're watching Take 3 with Loud. Let me put get the tempo right.
Architects. Nay. Are you ready?
So the track that reminds me of first getting into music actually doesn't exist, because I didn't consciously go into music. I didn't know. From a young age, I always knew I wanted to be part of the music industry, but I always denied it because, you know, sometimes when you love something so much, you want to stay away from it because you're afraid that it could break your heart. You have that with people sometimes. I had that with the music industry. I just thought, if I enter the music industry and it doesn't work out, I'll be so heartbroken. I'll rather just stay away from it the rest of my life. So what this track actually does mean to me is when I was about 10, I think this tune came out in 2000, which means I would have been 10. And I heard Shy FX Shake Your Body, I think. And it was the first time I'd heard something that came straight from the UK and was a sound that was original to the UK, and it blew my mind. Like, I didn't understand why it made me so happy, and the rhythm was just foreign to me. And around the same time, Architects' Body Groove had come out. And funnily enough, I think it landed on number 3 in the charts in the UK, and also funnily enough became a big hit in the Netherlands and Belgium. And like the Shy FX tune was cool, it had a big impact on me, but it wasn't until I heard Body Groove where it made me so happy. And it also really made me look into UK culture, specifically London culture. And I knew since I was 10, 11 that I at some point would move to the city because the beat, the rhythm, the people, the way they talk, the way they dress, and this whole zero fucks attitude and the rawness and the grittiness of it, I would genuinely say I was obsessed. I think this song will always be my not-so-secret weapon. I don't even play it as a rescue song, like when the crowd's a little bit dead. I play it whenever I feel like I want to hear it. And yeah, so I think if you're ever feeling a little bit low, you feel a bit down, I don't care what kind of music you're into, put this song on. I dare you to still feel shit. It's impossible. Yeah, for me, this is more a song that introduced me to UK culture, and I think UK and London is what pushed me into the direction of actually following my heart and getting into music. Right, this was like one of those songs I just thought, pick first thing that comes to mind. I'm gonna sit for this one. So the track that I've been really feeling lately, especially during everything that's going on, is Soweto Blues by Jules and Jazz Harris on the vocals. And you know, when I got asked to pick songs, I told myself, just pick first thing that comes to mind, right? And there's a few reasons why I rate this song so much. One is, you know, Jules is known as one of the biggest Afrobeat producers right now, and I think when you speak to people in the music industry or even music consumers, I don't think Afrobeat producers get enough credit because it's labeled as the same or simple or whatever. And not that nobody ever has to justify anything, but I feel like, okay, if you want to be one of those snobs, listen to this song and tell me that you don't hear jazz, you don't hear blues, you don't hear tribal influences, and like jazz's vocals, the way they're layered over something, the melody is just, and every time I get a little bit, like I don't know what's gonna happen this year, I don't know, like my friends don't feel good, I don't feel good, my heart's not sitting right, I listen to this song, and you just go into like this ecstasy, the song literally elevates you. It's so beautiful, and her lyrics are so simple, and it can be applied to a moment, a person, something that, you know, you can't be with, you can't be without, you'd like to have a moment without it. It's so beautiful, and I think also it's one of those songs, when you think about a rave, You know, there's always that church moment in a rave where the DJ turns into the pastor and pulls out a song. And you know, like for a lot of people, maybe a little bit older, will think about hacienda moments and we think of like these upbeat songs where it has like church vocals or choir vocals. I think this song for me would have the same effect. Like if I'd be playing a big venue now and I'd have one of the last slots of the night or like the earlier slot in the morning, this is probably a song I'd pull out for everyone to kind of close their eyes and just let it take you to a higher moment, because this song is just gospel. So and that's what it's done for me recently. It's just like that go-to therapy song. Like, okay, you're feeling a little bit shit, and that's okay. Let's reset. And this song does that for me. This last one, I actually brought two versions, you know. But I'll talk about it. I'm gonna play the recorded version and then explain why there's two versions.
I love y'all, Brooklyn. That's from the bottom of my motherfucking heart.
So the song that I want to be remembered by was No Brainer. I've said this for the last 10 years or so. It's Mos Def, Maumi Says. The second version I actually played for you guys here is the live at Dave Chappelle's Block Party in 2004. And if you are a hip hop head, that moment is iconic in your life, in your discography. He gets introduced on stage by Jill Scott and Talib Kweli. Common is sitting behind with his mic doing ad-libs. We got the full Roots band, Questlove on the drums, and it's Brooklyn. And I have a special place in my heart for New York, especially for Brooklyn, especially for Bed-Stuy. And I think what I love about this song so much is, one, I love Mos Def with my heart. No matter what he's going through, no matter what he does, no matter what name he takes on, for me, Mos Def has a special place in my heart. And then also the song is My Umi Says. And that's a really, if you're ethnic, if you're from an ethnic majority background, Umi, even if that word isn't used in your language, you know what Umi means. And it kind of separates us from people who don't know what it means. And then he says such powerful things. I ain't no perfect man, but I'm trying to do the best that I can with what it is I have. And I feel like I always say this. At my funeral or cremation, play this song, because that's all I want people to know. And people always go, oh, that's so dark. Like, why are you talking about your funeral? Bro, I'm gonna die at some point. And the truth is, I'm not scared of dying. Like, I think about that moment because it's a celebration. And I think the older you get, you let go of, okay, I'm gonna go deep now because I don't want this to be perceived as deep. I really feel like we need to stop being scared of death, because the day you stop fearing dying is the day you really start living. And I learned that at a young age. And I always think about this song, and when I hear it, I literally think about my loved ones, my friends, people that maybe I hope I've touched at some point in their lives. And I want you to hear this song. And I really want you to think of me when you hear the lyrics, because I think what he says in this song is the ultimate small print at the bottom of this contract that I guess is life.
You better hold this very moment so very close to you.